X, formerly known as Twitter, betting on a new advertising tech partnership and enhanced safety tools for brands as ways to bring back ad revenue. Last month, Elon Musk said cash flow at X remained negative because of a nearly 50% drop on ad sales coupled with heavy debt. Under a new one-year deal, the company Integral Ad Science will help X optimize ad placement for customers. Joining us now on this and X's evolution under Musk, Aneesh Chopra, the former White House Chief Technology Officer and currently the president of CareJourney, which is a healthcare analytics company. Great to have you, Aneesh. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
What's your take on this? Because it seems like, it's great to employ technology and filters like this to make sure, or to try to make sure your ads are placed next to content that you are okay with. But then it's only as good as that filter is, right? It's only as good as that product. In this case, it's Integral Ad Sciences.
Well, I think the important message here is it's moving towards industry standards. So while the announcement was about a vendor contract, the bigger message is that they're aligning to standards set by the Global Alliance for Responsible Media, a multi-stakeholder body that's trying to wrangle and wrestle with what the filter criteria could be and should be. So to the extent that we move towards standards, I think it'll be a benefit not just for X, but could be the market-leading approach for all social media platforms, frankly, to live up to the promise of what we originally envisioned with Section 230, where platforms were competing and innovating on safety as much as having that liability protection.
So it sounds like there should be no doubts then in investors' mind that now X is, quote unquote, a safe place to advertise if it has adopted these industry standards, or is that not the case?
It's a verb, not a noun. So are the standards perfect today, and are we going to make sure that no one's ads apply next to a tweet that is perhaps questionable? I doubt it. But the verb is that we're in a process that's going to be led by multi-stakeholder feedback, so there'll be constant iteration. And that's what you want in policymaking, which is a little bit more agile response to problems. Think about the big picture. We either are going to dial down the content that's on the platforms, which maybe Elon would characterize as censorship, or we're going to find ways to create products so advertisers can choose the path by which they want their advertising displayed on these social media platforms. By improving the quality through technology and engineering on standards, we think we can introduce a new approach that I think the public is going to benefit from and advertisers might feel more confidence in.
This is a little bit of a departure from the stated topic, Aneesh, but I do want to ask you about AI.
Yes.
Because there's, how do these standards apply to AI, or how can we apply these same standards? We don't necessarily know what a generative AI large language model is going to spit out in terms of content, and yet you're going to ask advertisers to put their ads next to content, theoretically. How do you think about that?
Well, that's a little bit about this new muscle of government in an era of complex change, and that is to get industry commitments to work in a multi-stakeholder process to solve it. So you saw about a week and a half ago, the Biden administration secured pretty significant commitments by large platform players. And what they said was, among other things, that you would create more model transparency. So third parties can come in and audit to make sure that the models perform the way we expect them to perform. And more importantly, that they would watermark content generated by AI. So that could be another flag that could be in a program like the X example to say, I don't want any of my advertising next to a generated AI product out of fear that it may be deceptive. So you'll start to see these commitments take hold because they apply not just to one platform, but to many. And I think that's the area to look. We may see congressional action in the future, but for now, the most appropriate way to move forward is to get industry stakeholder buy-in and participation.
Right. And Aneesh, we keep talking about sort of ad safety, brand safety, and the like. But the truth is that actually, for the most part, and this is what I'm trying to think about the different platforms, that it's really about the ROI on the ad, fundamentally. And
yes,
there's brand advertisers, which historically have advertised on Twitter, interestingly, more than sort of direct-to-consumer folks who were trying to actually, ring the register in that moment. And so how you think about those two types of advertisers in the context of this conversation about brand safety? Do the folks who are just trying to ring the register in the moment care as much about the brand safety as somebody who's running an image campaign?
Well, that was the most interesting thing in the announcement, which is that buried in the details was this idea that X would continue to invest in more choose-your-own-adventure approaches. So the idea was transparency, so you could choose what level of tolerance you have on potentially flagged content. And there could be advertisers that actually see the ROI for something that may go viral, that may be controversial, but that does generate more click-throughs. So rather than having a one-size-fits-all, I think the message here is transparency with better information gives control in the hands of advertisers. And I think that's probably the way this is going to have the market choose, that we have a competitive market economy. We will find it'd be interesting on the back end to study which advertisers chose the let it rip approach versus others that took a more conservative. And we'll see whether shareholders would reward or penalize based on those judgments.
Sounds like you like what X is doing right now, Aneesh.
Well, they published their algorithms are public. They've committed to this principle of industry standards. So those are all reasonably thoughtful ideas. Does that mean we personally like when Elon goes off the rails with tweets that kind of rub us the wrong way? I don't think so. Please don't take my comments as endorsement of some of his behavior. But the actions are very much an engineering problem solver mindset. And I wish to celebrate that because we need that to solve problems.